divers celebrate Camiguin's underwater as a unique and wonderful experience. There are 30 dive sites scattered around the province, each a testimony to the island's biodiversity. It's a beautiful morning and we're here at the Black Beach Divers and Beach House Resort, and I'm joined by the proprietor and manager of both properties, Mr. Axel Brody. Camiguin is such a beautiful place, and they say it's more beautiful underwater. And I read somewhere that Camiguin is so much underrated when it comes to diving. Can you probably share with us what that means with your experience here?
Yeah, from my experience here, as I told you earlier, I was baptized here as a diver. I started my open water course here, and one of the last sentences my instructor gave to me when I got certified was, "Axel, I'm very sorry to say, but from now on you are spoiled." And he was so right. It is really, it's not only that we have fantastic reefs here, pristine coral, whatever. Dive sites like the old volcano dive site with the really bizarre rock formations and everything, they are pretty unique. We have right in Yambing, next to the ferry terminal in front of Coma Resort, there's a dive site that is called Gypsy Rover.
Okay.
And this is really world-class muck dive. I think it's comparable to world-famous muck dive sites like Lambe Street. It's you can find almost everything. You have blue ring octopus, mimic octopus, all kinds of frogfishes, hairy frogfish, and so on. And really for macro lovers, it's an Eldorado. So we have in Old Volcano, this is the site where the lava from the eruption in 1871 ran into the water. And it has built a really bizarre and very, very beautiful underwater world with big pillars and yeah, since it's a wall, there are these big gorgony fans. If you're lucky and you have good eyes, you can find pygmy seahorses there over and over. It's really, really beautiful. And last time I dove there, we had a really nice experience with the school of eagle rays.
Okay.
And it was awesome to see. They swim almost against the wall, and then in the last moment they turned back, looping. It was beautiful. It was really, really awesome. My most favorite dive site is just out here, straight out here, direction of Bohol. It still belongs to White Island. This is White Island Black Forest.
White Island Black Forest.
Yes. Black Forest because of big bushes of black coral down there, which are quite rare. It's super beautiful. The whole dive site looks more like a beautifully arranged Japanese garden.
Oh,
yeah, with sandy bottom and then these.
It's arranged by nature.
Yes, and it's fantastic. Big schools of fish since it's a sanctuary, so no fishing allowed. We have big schools of fish there, jackfish, sweetlet, and goannas.
You mentioned that you learned diving in a span of 3 months from being a novice to becoming a master. So what drove you to do that? And in Camiguin?
Yeah, it was that I came here for the first time in 2015. For me, it was a complete new experience here, and I also have to confess that I immediately fell in love with this island and with the people. When I went back after 17 days as a freshly certified open water diver, yeah, I have to confess, I was in tears. I was crying. I didn't want to leave.
So, I'm sure you have a special role here, especially your small community of dive shops and dive operators here in sustaining what you see. So, is there, are you all in a united front to protect Camiguin as a dive destination?
It could be more.
Let's say
it like this.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Especially through the caused by the pandemic, the activities have been lowered a little bit more. We had just recently some cleanups together with the DENR and PNP. But yes, of course. And now we are closed for 14 months on the dive ship. So
should be some sort of a renewal happening on the water.
Yeah, coral-wise, it was really good.
But you see, the leadership here is also serious about enforcing the law and rules and regulations. So I think it's a good opportunity for your team also to piggyback on, like rely on the support of the authorities. So if you're, this pandemic has caused some pause, and many of us have created new diversions, but once we reach the new normal that we've been talking about, exactly how it is, we really don't know.
What is also very important and makes it such a lovely place is that dynamite fishing is not
non-existent.
Allowed. It was enforced. In other places it's forbidden as well, but here it was really enforced. So the corals are really in a good shape.
But is there something that you wish to do immediately once everything has become more settled and ready for travelers, divers, and tourism again?
Of course, I'm eager to dive again, and it was always for me, or my biggest motivation was to show people the beauty and the wow of the Camiguin underwater world.
I'm sure over the months and years you've fallen more in love with the destination.
Only allow me this little story. During my dive master training, one morning, we have heard from fishermen that they have seen manta rays in a dive site close to Antigua Island.
Okay.
And so we went there quite early, and we went down on this underwater reef shoal, Urias shoal, and the dive started. No mantas, but with a fresher shark. So I said, well, this was already worth the trip, and everything was fine. Then all of a sudden 2 manta rays flew by, and we were completely overwhelmed. And when we thought it couldn't get any better, then our guide by that time became big eyes and showed us shark, and he pointed upwards. And during our safety stop and on the surface, we had 3 whale sharks playing around with us.
No?
I'm still getting.
Gave me goosebumps, man.
Exactly, and still when I'm telling this story, I'm still getting goosebumps myself.
Look at that.
I was flashed for about 1 week.
It's not stopping.
It was really
wonderful story.
And so
that will make you come back.
Oh, for sure. It's really, there's always room for the unexpected, and it's simply possible.
Beautiful story. Thank you very much, Axel.
You're very
welcome.
This time,
a beautiful
for
morning,
me the chance to
and you will have a beautiful future.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.